Today I'll be showing you how to solve Unit I, Concept 3 to 5, which is about compound interest. In order to solve these problems, you need to know two formulas. This one and this one. So let's get started. The first problem asks you to solve for the answer about how much money she will have at the end of the term if it is compounded daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, and annually. You start by plugging in the equation on your graphing calculator to get all these answers. So I already typed it in here, so I just need to press graph. In order to find the answer, you press trace, and you type in these numbers. So you get 365, that's your answer, and that matches up here. And you round it up to the 100th decimal place, okay? And then I'll show you again. And then you press 52, that should be the answer, and so on. Okay. For B, you're going to be using this formula, and you're solving for how much money she will have at the end of the term if it is compounded continuously. So you plug in the numbers into your equation. So you plug 4,500 into P, which is your original amount. E should remain the same, and then you plug in the rate and the time. The rate is 0.074 since the interest rate was 7.4%, and then the time is 1 year, so it's 1. You plug that into your graphing calculator, and already typed it in for you, so that's going to be the answer. And yeah. For C, it's asking what interest rate she would need to look for if she wanted $8,000 in her account by the end of 3 years. In order to do this, you first write down the equation. For the equation, you're going to use the exact same equation you had used in the previous problem, which is this one. So you plug in 8,000 to where we usually find the answer. So you plug 8,000 to the A, and then you plug in 4,500 to the P. E stays the same. You plug in the time of 3 years into T, and you leave R as variable. You divide 8,000 by 4,500, and that should give you a long decimal, but we can't have a long decimal, so we have to leave it as a fraction. So it'd be 16 over 9. So as of right now, 16 over 9 is the equation. 16 over 9 equals e to the 3r power is the equation. Next, you need to get rid of the e, so you have to natural log both sides. So you put ln here and ln over there. You cross out the ln e here, and you should be left with ln 16 over 9 equals 3r. You divide 3 on both sides, and r should be 0.1918. You move the decimal 2 places in order to get the interest rate of 19.18%. For D, you're looking to see how long must she leave the money in the account if she wants 8,000 just gained from interest alone. So in order to do that, you also use the same formula up here. So you plug 8,000 over here, and then you plug in 4,500 times e to the 0.074 times t. You divide 8,000 by this number, and you should get 16 over 9 equals e to the 0.074 t. You natural log both sides to get rid of the e, and you should be left with ln 16 over 9 equals 0.074 t. You divide 0.074 on both sides, and this cancels out, and you should be left with t equals 0.78. But you're not done yet, because now you need to convert this, now you need to add the months to go with it. We already had found the years, so in order to find the months, you put 78 over 100 equals x over 12. You cross multiply both sides, and x should be 9.36. You always round the answer up, so 9 becomes 10, so the answer should be 7 years and 10 months.